Hello YouTubers, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do another bunker solo run on a full bunker with either 2 or 3 vehicles. Yesterday I did a solo run on monster trucks, which can be risky if they're not close by and you make a bad judgment call and try and do it and either get stuck or... So monster truck's a little bit risky. I wouldn't recommend. There's not one that I would normally do, but I did do it yesterday and I still had 2 minutes to spare. So let's see what we are going to do today. Okay, I've already emptied my session, so definitely empty your session prior to you doing the sell. Otherwise, you might have other players interfering with your run, and that's the last thing that you need or want. Oh, we got monster trucks again. I probably won't do this again, but I'm just going to jump in and see where they are. And then I can see, just based on yesterday, how far they are. So again, similar to yesterday, this one's not bad again. You can see they're pretty close by. I think this is achievable. You want to make a decision very quickly whether you're going to try it or not. It might be a little bit too far. The distance between these two doesn't look too bad, but probably doable. But I just don't want to do monster trucks again from yesterday, so I am going to switch sessions. And then we'll try again. Okay, welcome back. I can't believe this cloud issue is still an issue in 2020 or 2020, but it is. Alright, so as you can see, I've lost 20k there, or 21k right there, from the 700. So let's try again. Okay, the first thing we want to do is get rid of people in our session. Okay, so on Xbox, I just go to Nat. Okay, I just count to 10 and I go back. You don't want to let it go through all the way. Sometimes you will get disconnected if you let it finish at that. But this should be enough. 10 seconds should be enough to actually just drop them all. And there we go. Okay. Okay, so we still got 1,018,000. Yeah, so let's try again. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, and we got the wedges, so perfect. So let's do this. Just 2 dots. So notice the wedges have 2 dots, as they always will have. And these are right down, not quite to the docks, a little bit closer to, I guess, the area where the survivals are down there, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm at the farmhouse here, which is one of the recommended bunkers to own. So I would recommend either Chamash or the farmhouse are the best bunkers to own in the game, I think. Personally, I'm biased, so I think the farmhouse is, but Chamash is half the price, so you can't argue the price versus location. But I like this location just because it's right on the highway, right on the left side of the map. But again, it's just personal preference. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought I could do that. Alright, after wasting that time, sorry about that. So yeah, you're on the left side of the map when you're in this bunker, and it's just really most of the missions on the left side of the map anyway. So you know, it just makes things easier. But anything below the LMOC is fine. The only one I wouldn't probably recommend are those two up there, which is Polito, another one up in the mountains. But again, if you like the location, go for the location. Just know that you might not be able to do it solo, which is kind of the point, especially if you don't have that many friends, or your friends aren't on, or your friends don't play GTA anymore. Then you might as well get a bunker that you can actually do yourself, and you don't have to wait for a friend to come online or someone to destroy your shipment, right? Somebody joined. Oh, really? Now, if you did do this from Polito, you want to kind of avoid crashing into cars. It will destroy the wedge, or one of the further bunkers. This farmhouse isn't too far, so you can kind of just pretty much go crazy if you want. But if you are driving further, then at some point the wedges will get destroyed, and you can always use your MOC. You can call your MOC in and then use the cab from that to replace it if you must, if you do end up destroying the wedge cab. So just always remember that's your backup. So either call in a buzzard or whatever your preference is, or your bike, and then head back to your bunker and go get your second or third vehicle. Now with the wedges, you've got an extra 5 minutes, so you can take your time. You don't really have to worry if somebody joins the session. You can do the net thing. That's obviously the best delivery vehicle to get. The Insurgents with the 3 dots is the second best. And then if the monster trucks, and you don't want to waste the 20k, you can try and do it. Just make the decision quickly. You don't have a lot of time to be undecisive. Now, like I said, you can leave the session, you can go back to story mode, you can quit the app completely. Sometimes you have to because of the cloud issue, or you can just change sessions, switch sessions to try and get a new session. I think sometimes it's just best to quit the app and come back online. But you know, sometimes the switching session's pretty quick. It does kind of work sometimes, but not all the freaking time, right? Alrighty, let's do this again. I will show you my jump here. Hopefully I don't mess it up a second time. It does actually work. One of the reasons I like this bunker is because of that jump, especially with the Insurgents. There's a couple of logs in the road here you have to kind of give us a miss. you hit these logs, you're gonna kind of just go. Okay, let's try and do this a second time. You just have to kind of do it straight. Otherwise, you will do what I did earlier, which is tip over. So just keep an eye on your session. If you do empty a session, that nobody's actually joined, because the last thing you need is for someone to surprise you. I've definitely had that before. Someone sneaks up. A lot of the times they will kind of come up to you. They won't become MC or CEO until they're right on top of you. If you see somebody become a CEO or MC and they suddenly join your session, chances are they're going to be nearby, and they try and surprise you. I've had guys drive all the way up to me and just switch over to an MC when they're close by. But just keep an eye on that. If that is going to cause a problem. Well, I was almost put in the water there. As you can see with the wedges, you've got plenty of time, lots of time. You don't have to rush, you don't have to drive like a maniac. You know, even if you mess up, you still got an extra sort of 5 minutes to make your delivery. Especially if you're near water, if you're delivering down by the docks, be very careful. I've definitely put the trailer into the ocean, just not paying attention. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Okay, I've got 348 in terms of money there. So you kind of want to check and make sure that you know, you do actually get the money. Some reason it doesn't glitch out, and don't forget to. I'll mention at the end to force a save. So there you go, and you can see $1 million in the right hand corner being added to your account, and we were at 348. And we're at 349. So you guys have probably seen a video on me forcing a save, as it seems to be more of a problem. So just change anything. Normally you can just change your outfit or something, and you should see a circle in the right hand corner. As you can see, there was a little orange circle that sort of forces a save into the game, just to make sure that you saved your money. I see a lot of people losing money for no reason. I think there's a bug or glitch with the game, and don't hold your breath to think that Rockstar's going to fix it anytime soon. So always change your clothes up, change your glasses, change your hat, until you see that yellow circle. If it's just saved, you probably won't see it. You've got to change a few more things. Anything changing in the environment will generally save. And then, of course, just as an extra insurance, exit the game properly. Don't do a quit on the app. Don't just go down here and quit. Don't do that. Go down and say leave GTA Online. In theory, it should save, but that's kind of like an extra save. So if I do actually do that, you'll actually see it kind of attempts to save. You'll see in the right hand corner there's a circle. So that should be saving in the cloud, but that doesn't always work. So always do a close switch first, force a save inside the game while you're still in the session, and then exit the game properly, just to kind of do an extra save, if you will, just to make sure that you don't lose your money, and you know, it'll give you some peace of mind there, right? So anyway, I hope you found it useful. Totally can run a solo session on your bunker, make a lot of money. You don't need a friend, and you know, you don't need to wait for anyone. The longer you wait for someone to help you, the more money you're losing, etc., etc., etc. So just do the solo run yourself, empty the session, and it's pretty easy to do. Anyway, hope you found that helpful. If you did, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. It does help me out a lot. Thanks a lot.